Omo, how far? Today, I don't know, man. When I heard about this, I was confused. I thought it was fake news. If you don't know Andrew Tate, this is not a video talking about who Andrew Tate is, man. He's one of the most famous people on the internet, very controversial figure, talking about a lot of things that a lot of people agree with and a lot of people hate. Very, very, very controversial and very influential person, and he's been for, like, I would say, the past 2 years. 2022, especially 2022, was probably the year of Tate, man, if I'm being honest. Like, that guy was everywhere, got banned from the internet and still came back and still repopulated the internet again. And sadly, I think towards the end of last year / beginning of this year, he got arrested. I say sadly, sadly for his fans, amazing for his enemies. It's always that kind of thing. So now we're actually going to get into a video. Apparently he snitched on himself, like some crazy shit. Like, I don't even know, but I just saw this blowing up everywhere. I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm a little bit late to the party, but let me actually react to this and see, like, what's going on, like what happened. So right now we're going to react to a video about, basically, there's a lawyer on YouTube, Bruce something, I can't remember his name, but he's a criminal lawyer, and basically he looks at cases and then he brings up the evidence and then he gives a lawyer's opinion on YouTube. Actually, a great YouTube idea, and the guy is a dope guy. Like, you should follow him, especially if you like rappers, all the rappers that are always getting arrested and stuff like that. He's a good channel to follow because he actually breaks down the cases. I think more recently he's broken down cases of the Rico case of Young Dog and Slime Life and all that stuff going on over there. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Oh. This guy ain't true, guys.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Today we're reacting to the judge's order on Andrew Tate. But before we do that, this is brought to you by eSign.com. eSign.com. eSign.com is an excellent way to have documents signed remotely. You don't have to come into your office. You get it signed remotely and execute whatever transaction you're trying to do. Today we are reacting to the judge's order on Andrew Tate. I've gotten some backlash from some incels on our channel about Andrew Tate. I had one guy say, so sad that a lawyer is jealous of Andrew Tate. He'll never reach his level. I hope not. I don't want to be in a Romanian jail cell where 56 other guys are the same toilet that's in the middle of the fucking room.
Nasty.
I hope I don't reach his level. Some of the detractors have been saying that I take things out of context and, what color is your Bugatti? And whatever. And so I am going to kind of break down what the judge said. And I think I already did a thing about taking things out of context. But let's talk about what the judge focused on in determining the decision to keep him detained. First of all, Romania is a country that's part of the International Convention Against Sex Trafficking. So they're trying to standardize things across the globe because sex trafficking by its nature is borderless. In other words, if everybody has the same type of structure against sex trafficking, it should work as a kind of a global thing to prevent it. If there's a safe haven for sex traffickers, that's where they'll go. So that's what the
So right off the bat, it's looking like this guy got arrested for sex trafficking. Comment down below. I actually don't know what he got arrested for. I just know he got arrested. But from what I was seeing online, it was more like he got arrested for domestic abuse. Like he violated a woman, sexually assaulted a woman. That was what I thought it was, and he had a history of doing this. At least that was what I saw. But now the fact that he's explaining anti-sex trafficking doesn't mean that Andrew Tate was sex trafficking women. Out of all the stuff that I said, but let me not, get into that. But it's almost hypocritical. If that is what he really did, then man, that's just crazy, man. We're talking about like holding yourself to a different standard than how a man should be, and like carry yourself. At least that was what he was saying, even though he was saying it in a very arrogant way. But at least I think the corner of what he was saying was, a man having to stand up and be who he is and be confident in himself and everything, and then not foil or not deal with certain types of women that are going to stain your image and things like that. I don't want to get into the whole manosphere, all that shit what they talk about, but I thought that was what he stood for. So someone like that, because he's the kind of guy that brags about how much pussy he's getting and how much he's You know, he's a big guy, bought good Bugatti here, bought Ferrari there. So if he's that kind of person, that why would you not need that kind of guy? Why would you need to be trafficking women for sex work? Does it mean Baba was literally a pimp the whole time? It's possible, because he talks like a pimp.
Ideas between that international convention. First, the judge references the definition of human trafficking and the protocol regarding prevention and repression and punishment. Human trafficking, especially of women and children, in addition to the United Nations Convention. The judge starts out by talking about the definition and where the law comes from. But then he starts talking about concrete danger for the public that they present. And even if the defendants are not known with criminal past, the charge represents a state of normality that cannot justify, in context of the present case, the release of the defendants at this procedural moment in relation to the high gravity of the alleged crime of human trafficking and the creation of a criminal group organized for which they are investigated. And then the other thing he talks about in the order is the judge talks about, we had that stuff that had happened in London. Well, the judge says even though that's not a crime, it cannot be ignored. So he's using that, and he fled to this jurisdiction, and he's also using the fact that he's talked in videos and flaunting flight. He talks about that in his order.
If I fuck up and England wants me in jail, I can fly on a Nigerian passport, or an American, or an English, or a Polish, or an Estonian. I have so many passports. What, are you going to block them all?
Everything he is doing is consistent. But here's even the kicker. Looking at private videos that are part of the police file, from the following passages from the context of this content, there is no doubt a deep lack of respect for the legal norms and a total indifference to the social protected values that the defendant gives proof of.
Oh no, not a court in Romania. Internationally respected Romanian courts. Put me in jail.
Get me out of jail.
They are using his content against him. Oh shit. They are using the content against him. What? Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. They are using his content against him. Chairman, no, guy, they really went for him, man. They really went for him. Can you imagine? They use his content against him. Like, I'm actually dead ass surprised, man. What? I got the passport one because I think that particular clip, I've seen it. I know I've seen that one, and it just made sense. I saw it. I think it showed up on my feed because of the Nigerian passport, I think. But realistically, yeah, it's true. Countries have jurisdictions the same way. If you're from maybe places like the US, federal states, in the federal system of government, every state has a jurisdiction. This is why you can commit a crime in one state and then run to another state, and then the police department in one state will not be able to do much because it's not in their jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is literally a complicated way of saying area of control. So anytime you hear the word jurisdiction, it just means area of control, almost like territory, you get. So the reason why jurisdiction is very, very important is because nobody is God. You cannot control everywhere, even if you wanted to. So dividing places, lands, states, governments into jurisdictions and then handing over the control over those jurisdictions to different departments makes control over the affairs of those departments a lot more seamless. So for those of you guys wondering what, jurisdiction, if you're always hearing the word jurisdiction, that's basically what it means.
The law says you're guilty. I said get me out of jail. Don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law. I've committed multiple felonies. How much does it cost to make this all go away?
But also the attitude of disregard towards women in general, which he perceives only as a mean of getting his content released. In other words, making money. The judge cannot agree with the support of the defense in the sense that the video contents presents only one character and cannot be taken into account since the defendant exhibits the same attitude in the relations with the injured persons and is evident from the content.
It's like this video is going to be long. It's just now that I'm realizing if you clicked on the video and then the video ended up being like 20 minutes, at this point, sorry, because there's so much to unpack. Like what? Do you know basically what they are saying? Like, okay, if you didn't understand what he said, basically what he said was, The defense said that is the defense. The guys defending Andrew Tate, his lawyers are saying, you know, the normal thing that they say, they can't use his social media content because he's playing a character. Like, that's not him in real life. So he can't use content when he's playing a character. Character, like the same way, like now, if I act in a movie and then I kill 10 people in that movie, there's no way you now say, okay, because I killed 10 people in a movie, that is a reflection of my character in real life. That is the argument of the defense. But then the judge is throwing that out because from what they've seen from his interactions, first of all, they are saying injured persons. What did this guy do? We'll get to that. But his conversation with the injured persons, number one, or rather the way he interacted with injured persons, then now wow, allow me peace, man. Who they blow horn for here? Then plus other evidence that they gathered is basically coming up, and then maybe most likely plus the way he even behaved when he got arrested, because you know that kind of thing. He's probably arrogant, shouting at the cops, shouting, say you guys should release me, you know who the fuck I am, where's this guy, let them give me money, let me go. He's probably being braggadocious as fuck in jail. Like, that's probably what he's doing. And if that is what he's doing, man, judge say no, man. Judge say no, throw that shit out. Say this guy, the character and the human being are the same person, man. Throw that shit out. But man, this is crazy, bro. I did not expect this, bro. Like, let's get what?
Conversations that are in these criminal prosecution files. The defense had made an argument. You can't really look at what he's saying on those videos because that's just a character that he's playing. Well, the judge has also looked at some private files, and the judge says, I can't ignore it. You know, you look in some of the things, he shows you his 7 passports. I mean, who has 7 passports? And if you look at, we'll show you some video in a minute about the search. You look at the guns, you look at the passports, you look at all the other things that are on the table. He's ready to rock and roll. I mean, why does he need all this stuff? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he fled one jurisdiction, and he's worried about people coming after him. Cops in general. Regarding the need to prevent the commission of another crime, purpose mentioned in enumerated paragraph 202, blah, blah, blah. The judge notes the situation by which his conduct prior to committing the act is the subject of the case. The defendant proves the real risk of repeat criminal behavior. The judge is basically saying is, if you look at some of the recent statements put out by his camp, Andrew Tate has nothing but the utmost respect for law and authority, nothing but the most respect for the Romanian courts.
Oh no, not a court in Romania.
Of course they're going to say that now, but what did he flaunted it on his video. He absolutely flaunted it. Andrew Tate's videos that he made are completely biting him in the ass. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. When Andrew Tate tells you he's got 7 passports because he could go to Romania, I could go to Bulgaria, I could go to Sudan, wherever the fuck he says he's going to go. He's so full of shit. You know, and the thing that kills me, honestly, about this guy in general is the hubris. And he not only preys on these women, but he preys on these young guys with no self-esteem, and they just think he's the bee's knees. Oh, look, he's driving a Bugatti, you know, and he's doing this, he's doing that, and he just has money, hand over fist. Well, you can make money hand over fist, but if you have to look over your shoulder, that's called short money. It's absolutely short money. And so anybody out there who's paying $50 a month to Hustle University, which I don't think exists anymore, is someone that needs to look elsewhere for motivation and support. In that motivation that you're looking for, look at what he did. He started out being successful as a fighter. You don't make a lot of money as a professional kickboxer. He wound up with, when he got done with the fight game, he had 70 grand to his name. He blew 30 of it trying to gamble it to try to get a place in Thailand, and it was left with $40,000 left. He was going for the quick money. He was selling drugs for a short time.
But fighting wasn't paying the bills, sold drugs, whatever.
And then he does this webcam thing and didn't do it. I mean, the webcam business is not illegal by itself. But to do it the way he did it and with the deception and the fraud that he engaged in, because that's his MO. That's his MO. He has to get the quick money because he didn't have the skill. Well, I want to say he didn't have the skill set to do it right, but he probably did. But just he got greedy, and why would you tie up all your money in 33 cars, as he said? I think they just seized another 4 vehicles. He's put himself in a very vulnerable position by engaging in criminal activity. When you break the law, you give the government a foray into your life, right? You just do, because you give the government the ability to then control your life. And who's controlling where he is and what he's doing? Had he done this the proper way, and I don't know.
Okay, now see, you guys, pardon me. I have to Google quickly to search what Andrew Tate did, because I don't understand. What I heard was he was assaulting women, or rather he assaulted some women, or he has a history of assaulting women. Now they are saying sex trafficking, and then the way this guy is talking as if he was doing both. Like they had a ring, like Baba kidnapped some women. After he kidnapped them, he held them under duress, told them that they must do this and they must do the web. Like, yo, he choke. What? Yo, if that is the case, wait, just give me 2 minutes. And they come.
One eternity later.
Just have less than 2 weeks to charge Andrew Tate after the British American media personality was arrested on suspicion of rape and creating a human trafficking operation with his brother Tristan and 2 Romanian women. Tate is a former kickboxer. He has said women are partially responsible for being and they belong to men. Hateful comments that got him banned from all major social media platforms. That was until Elon Musk reinstated his Twitter account in November 22. His brother and the 2 Romanian suspects have been accused of sexually exploiting 6 women and organizing a criminal group that stretched from Romania to Britain to the US. Unrelated to the Romanian investigation into Tate, Vice World News recently obtained text and voice messages allegedly sent by Tate to a UK woman who had filed a sexual assault complaint against him in 2015. In the disturbing recording, Tate appears to admit to the woman saying, "Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how you hated it. It turned me on. Why am I like that? Why?" What? Jesus. What? Yo, what did I just read? Bro? What? Jesus. Did this really happen? See, the internet is not a real place, man. All these guys and all these bitches where they online, more guy, depart from them, bro. Like, if you're a man, if you're a woman, no, they follow these people, man, bro. Like, what? This guy literally said the more you hated it, the more I liked it. What? Which guy? What? Yo, that is evil, man. That is evil. That's some evil shit. Now all the pieces are coming together. So basically it's like, yo, this nigga already has a history, man. And like you said, like, okay, you did some. Also, that was not what he did in UK. That was what he did in the UK. They wanted to arrest him. Baba flew. He fled from there. As per sharp guy now, be sharp guy, you do this thing, you ball out, come out, you land for Romania. For Romania, they can't catch you again, man. This guy is a pimp, man. This guy is a pimp. This guy is a fighter that became a pimp. That's what he did. That is what he was. And he became an international pimp. Yo, I dey laugh, but it's not funny, man. Yo, among dozens of messages and voice notes that Tate sent the woman is a voice note in which he says this. Omo, the recording dey o. The recording is here o. Ayakata.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it.
Jesus Christ.
Turn me on.
Jesus Christ.
Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. He's alive, amen. He's alive. Jesus is alive forever. He's alive, amen. I don't know if I want to finish watching this. Man. This is crazy. You know, I did think in my head, or rather like when I saw it, you know, this kind of things, like he has a lot of enemies, right? So me, I was thinking, okay, it's just a normal thing. Maybe somebody snitched on him. I think what they call it is it docking or dosing, when they call police to just raid you randomly. I think that goes on in the US. So I thought it was something like that. Or maybe, you know, he actually did some things, but that kind of thing where like what he did wasn't actually as serious as the charges put upon him. But now, yo, man, come off it, bro. If you still support this guy, man, I don't know who you are, man. But that recording alone, Baba de miss your more, the more I. Oh, no.
And I do it through legitimate means. And, you know, it wasn't easy for me to go to law school. You know, when I went to law school, I had shitty grades coming out of college. I didn't think I'd get in. And when I got in, I thought they were going to put their hand on my shoulder and say, look, we made a mistake. But I worked my ass off, and I really liked law school, and I grinded it out. And it was like 7 years between my first year of college until the end of law school. And by doing that, guess what? I was able to set up my law practice, and I've been doing this for 25 years, and I have all the trappings of a good life. That is solid. That's where you need to be. So when you look at the decisions that Andrew Tate has made, he's made his bed. And his bed is right now with about 56 other guys in a single room with a toilet in the middle. The next phase for him will be to face the charges, and we'll follow this. So he isn't getting out. The judge has used his videos against him that were in the police file, rejected all the defense, and I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden he winds up with new lawyers, because that's the kind of guy that he is. Unless off camera he's really understanding how much trouble he's in. I heard this. I don't know if this is accurate or not. I heard he could be looking at up to 14 years. I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is he is looking at a boatload of time. He's looking at the better part of 10 years. And at the end of the day, just be good to the people around you.
Good to the
Work
people
your ass off.
You
know, have a program that can't, you don't have to look behind you. So we'll see you next time here on.
If that makes sense. Because if you're good to evil people, man, evil people no go appreciate you. Yeah, take it from me, man. If you're good to bad people don't give a fuck, man. You're just the good one, and everybody will take advantage of you. So yeah, be good to the people around you, but be good to the right people. Be good to the right people, man. And be able to know the difference between the right people and the wrong people. Don't get caught up in the facade. As you see me like this, man, anybody, anything that likes that nightlife lifestyle, man, bro. Anybody will like the work out for night, man. I do not see you as a friend or as a companion at this point in my life. We can be cool, yeah, we can be guys, you're not my enemies, bro. But there's so many things that are wrong with that lifestyle that me, I don't personally ride with. And as someone that used to be part of that lifestyle for a longer time, yeah, man. Like right now, yeah, I'm not, anybody that's coming with that kind of energy, trying to go to parties, trying to function on my man, I know they, man. I'm trying to work on my life and I'm trying to wrong all the mistakes that I made, while instead of, being serious in my life and actually like creating a foundation for myself. So I was actually going out doing nonsense. So yeah, be good to the people around you, but yeah, like make sure that the people around you are good people and learn how to know the difference and don't get caught up in the glitz and glam. Yo, the finest girls of Instagram, man, you can be fine as fuck, you still ain't got no soul, bro. Niggas got the wristwatch, man, probably spilled blood to get that wristwatch, man. And it just is what it is. If you're following that, then I'm sorry, man. Me, I'm not doing YouTube to follow that. I'm doing YouTube to make a career out of it. Yeah, sure, but I'm not doing YouTube for that, man. I'm not doing YouTube so I can make money and spend it in the club. I'm doing YouTube so I can make money and take care of my mom, man. I'm doing YouTube so I can put myself in a position to actually handle the responsibilities that may toss upon me since I was a kid, but I've been running from because I didn't want those responsibilities, man. I want to have a successful YouTube channel so I can actually say that, in my life I was actually good at something and I succeeded in something, man. Get equipment, actually turn this into a full production, make videos that people enjoy, I want to be entertaining, I want to be something, man. I want my face. I want people to like look at my face and remember my face. But you know what? I watched that thing and I learned something from that guy, or I like what that guy did. That's what I want for myself, man. I don't want to make money so I can now go and be throwing money in the club. That is a waste of time. If you're young, maybe you're like around 16, 17, 18 and you're seeing this, you just came across this and you watched up until this point in the video. I appreciate it because I'm sure by now the video must be mad long. But yo, do not believe the hype, man. The hype is all it is, bro. Hype is all it is. In Nigeria, Nigeria, where we're from, if you're not from Nigeria, if you're Nigeria, if you go to a market, right, and you don't know your way around the market and you're trying to buy a phone, there's people that will sell you a phone, literally iPhone 14. You look at the case, everything is nice on one iPhone 14, but when you open the phone, there's literal shit in the phone. There's no battery, there's no there's no circuit board, there's no camera, there's no nothing. They literally just put a brick of shit inside the phone and cased it up just so that shit can feel heavy, man, and give it to you. But on the outside, man, iPhone. And that's what the world is, man. There's so many people like that, man. So many bitches that ain't got no soul. You have the most beautiful body in the world, but your soul is blacker than the Black Sea. And for niggas, it's the same. And Andrew Tate has just shown that he's one of those people, man. How can you ever rock with somebody that was literally telling somebody that he assaulted, that he loved how he did it? Like, yo, like that's some evil shit, man. If you're doing that, I can't rock with you, man, for real. I can't. Like, what? Have boundaries, man. Have discipline and actually be your own person, man. Don't follow all these people that are down to damnation, man. If hell is real, we're all going there, but at least someone, man, may your hell be different from some kind of people hell, man. I'm more like and subscribe, man. I'm pissed. I'm not watching to the end of this video, man. I'm pissed off, man. Like, what the hell did I just see? Like, yo, this guy has just been blabbing about his own lifestyle, so I'm not going to really, I don't think he has much to say. But yo, this is too much, man. More like and subscribe. If you have nothing to lose, you have all to gain. Bye-bye.